Okay, attention to the media. There we have two of our top contenders in both hoopsters.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's Vinny Del Negro on the left, Steph and Curry on the right. Gentlemen, nice rounds today.
Thank you.
Vinny, you finished first. Why don't you take us through your round a little bit? The good, the bad, the ugly.
I really struggled early on, to be honest with you. I really was real tentative. I've had some back issues, hasn't played a lot of golf, and then I don't know what happened. I was fortunate. I just started kind of letting it loose and started hitting the driver a little bit better, having some shorter irons into some greens, and rolled in a couple putts. Missed a couple. That's part of it, but just kind of proud of the way I grinded through it. Could have went south really quickly on the front, but Joe and Kathy were just great to play with, and they were patient with me. And I just kind of, my caddy Craig was awesome. And just happy, getting the Hoopers and representing after all these years. And Steph's such a great basketball player, great golfer, but more importantly, he's just a great guy. So it doesn't surprise me he's up there. I think we both have the ability to play better. And talking to Steph, so hopefully that'll be the case. But golf is difficult. We'll take it one shot at a time and try to make some birdies.
Over 22 points today, you're only one behind Joe Pavelski. Steph, in your 21 points today, just two behind. Kind of a slow start, and you picked it up pretty well on the back. Take us through it.
Yeah, it was obviously fun playing with my dad and my brother and matching outfits and everything, getting the vibes going. Joe said it yesterday with Pavelski, and you don't know what your game's gonna feel like once you get into the tournament in the first round. So just kind of figuring it out those first 3 holes. Got a birdie on 4, which is nice to kind of get me going. And then 3 putt at 9, which was tough. And then on the back, there was a huge, I lost one on 13, got up and down for par, which was a good save. And the whole point of this is you want to make birdies, but keeping the big numbers out is always important. So average, I think, as I played, I held the big numbers out, which allows you to stay, relevant. So excited for tomorrow. The top 10 looks pretty stacked. It's names that have won or haven't won. Should be fun.
Are you a little surprised you finished so well? I mean, after not being able to be here last year and whatnot. I mean, I know you've been working on your golf game, obviously, after the NBA season concluded, but were you coming in here with a full load of confidence?
Yeah, there's definitely confidence for sure. I think you just want to have a little bit of clarity on what you're trying to do and not really worry about the results too much. So staying as present as possible, that's the biggest thing you learn playing this thing over and over again. You always sometimes can fantasize about what your score is going to be on 18 when you're on hole 4. You just got to go shot by shot. It's such a discipline. So it was nice to get back in that environment really quick.
Okay, Vinny, the other day when you were in here, you were talking about, bad back, and today you were talking a little bit about that. You playing possum on these guys or what?
This was my 7th round in the last year. I've played very little golf, to be honest with you. I've hit balls the last few weeks. In my back, I've been getting a ton of therapy, so I'm not exactly sure. I'm just my caddy's hit it at that tree and hit it over the bunker and just give me, and I was lucky today because I had full shots. I didn't have to chip shots. I was just I had a really full shot numbers where I really didn't have to think. It's just hit a full shot there, and we know I know my numbers up here, and then we just had to figure out the wind a little bit. But I had a lot of really just full shots. I hit my driver a little better than I have, so that's always a big advantage here. But so many guys, like Steph said, have won this thing, and then anything could happen with Stableford, eagles, birdies. You have to play well for 3 days, and it's not going to be easy, but that's what makes it great. We're all competitive, and I was fortunate. I played a couple years with Del Curry, his dad. Steph used to come to practice. I've known him for years. Just a huge fan of his, not only as a basketball player, which goes without saying, but just kind of the way he handles himself. Tremendous golfer. He's going to win this tournament many times, I think. He's young. I'm just trying to keep as loose as I can as I get a little bit older. I used to be the young guy, now I'm the old guy, so I'm just going to try to get some good therapy, lock in, and make these guys work for it tomorrow.
Any flashbacks to 21 while you were out there?
I don't really get ahead of myself. I think what Steph said is really accurate. I think sometimes, you're on number 4 and you're like, okay, I made a bogey, I got to stress. And I think you just have to take it shot by shot, hole by hole, and all of a sudden you can make 2 birdies in a row, or an eagle, or chip in, or just stay away from the big number. I really struggled, made a couple bad swings on 15 and took a double, and it was just a terrible double. And I'm like, this is just not, this is not acceptable. So I just kind of locked in after that, made some pars to get some rhythm, and then was fortunate enough to roll some putts in.
Okay. You guys both heard Charles Eagle number 2 today?
No, I haven't heard that.
heard
the roar. I thought it was you.
6 points.
I was in a web meeting, so I was looking over. I heard it sounded like a hole-in-one kind of
Eagle
vibe.
too, good for a shot.
He spun it back in.
Good.
Smacked the stick and went in. So
Oh, he's gonna let us all know it, but he is another basketball guy, so I love it.
what's he at right now, by the way? Because I was trashing him yesterday. And, yeah.
It's going to take a while to scroll down this scroll.
Well, good for him, man. Good for Chuck. He's out here, he's grinding. He's a big factor in this tournament. Just his personality brings a lot of energy. Everyone loves Charles, known him forever, and kind of represents his tournament in a great way. And just happy he's out here. He's known him a long time. A great guy.
All right. Dave, you want to start us off over there?
Yeah, Dave Leonardi, Skier News and Always Upright Podcast. How you doing, Steph? Vinny, you mentioned lock-in. You locked it in 2021 when you won your 23 points that first day, at 22 today. If you loosen your back and lock in your game, you should be good to go. So good luck.
Well, I appreciate it. I mean, who knows? I mean, who knows? I mean, like Steph said, there's so many really good players. You have to play well for 3 straight days here. You have to make putts. You have to in the right spot. So I'm just going to go have some lunch with my wife, get some therapy, and then get loosened up tomorrow. And hopefully just kind of hit it well and enjoy the environment and make some good shots.
The last stop, you haven't played many rounds, and you come up and you finish in what place today?
I've been fortunate. I've had great coaching and
Second place today.
Yeah, I mean, Whisper Rock, where I'm a member at, there's just great guys, great golfers, John Singletary and Keith Coker, and guys that have kind of helped me get through my back issues the last year. Have been really instrumental for me, kind of even be sitting up here. So I was really pleased the way I battled through after a slow start.
Thank you. Steph, some pep talk questions. Seriously, who has the family championship belt right now, and what is the family bet?
Seth has it right now. Him and his caddy Will. They wore it walking from 16 green to 17 tee proudly, and it's kind of cool because this is the first year where obviously Seth has it now, but we've all had it. My dad had it first. I had it second. Seth had it won it last year. So.
Well, you wore it in here when you won.
Oh yeah, that was 2 years ago, and then Steph won it last year. So we have a nice. So I'm like my target is 75. Steph's, my dad's target is 42, and Steph's target is 24. So Steph hit his number today. My dad was a little short of his, I think, or maybe right on him. And then I'm like 4 short of mine. So it's kind of perfect. Like you got to go win it.
Yeah,
you can't let it. Yeah, exactly.
And what is the bet this year? What is the bet this year?
Oh, the belt. The bet is the belt.
Oh, okay.
The bet is the belt.
The pride of winning the belt.
You get to put it on your mantle.
Not versus Thanksgiving dinner or anything
But
like
it's a
that.
good bet because it makes him lock in because he's obviously a tremendous golfer, so I think it's a fair bet.
Yeah.
Thank you. Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you very
Thanks,
much.
Dave. Ron, you want to jump in there?
Greg Chick from the San Francisco Chronicle. Steph, 2 questions about year round. First, how would you sort of just describe the adrenaline or the momentum changes? I mean, you were struggling with the putter opposite the front nine, and got it going on the back, and just how that adrenaline feels compared to basketball, and how you sort of it can change so quickly.
It's totally different because what Vinny said, you can't really go get it. Like in basketball, if I'm struggling, I can kind of force the issue a little bit, or maybe even just get a stop on defense and kind of give yourself some momentum. But in golf, you have to kind of just let it come. And me and my caddy Jason Richards were talking the whole time about just accepting what happened. And like 4 bad tee shots, and you accept bogey. You don't want the double to come in, and then you're happy. Like I made a bogey on 6 that felt like a birdie because I got up and down from the back bunker the second time. So those little things keep you going as long as you have the right perspective. Like you can't get frustrated or mad about not playing perfect golf because it doesn't exist. But just find a way to score, and that's kind of how I approach the round.
Pumped your fist out of that bogey, if I recall.
I did.
And the other thing was on 18. Describe that opening. It looked very narrow from where I was. And what was sort of your thinking? Because you obviously worked out great with birdie, but it could have been a big number.
I had 3 different shots at one point. So I got there, and I'm not even looking at that window. I'm looking left, just trying to punch out to like 100 yards. And then somebody behind me was like, "Oh, you're not going this way?" And I was like, "Oh, let me just see." I moved the whole crowd. I was looking up to try to get it over the tree that was in front of me. And that was like the first idea. And then I walked back to the ball. I was like, well, that doesn't make any sense because the leaves were hanging over. And Jason told me, why don't you just go underneath it? So we kind of went through all the different checkpoints. To your point, that was just knowing, like, I'm not a professional golfer. I want to win this tournament. This is kind of a cool shot. It's probably dumb. Let's go for it. And that's kind of what happened. It worked out. Then I had to hit that like nice little chip shot to get that birdie. So that was cool. Like, I didn't want to have a 5-minute wait to move all the people and then not, pay it off. So that was cool.
Thank you.
All right, yeah.
Hi guys, Dan Hicksman. I do stories for the tournament. Steph, if I may, when you won in 2023, you broke a 22-year drought of active players winning, and there's only been 6. But there are a lot more active players in the hunt these days. Do you have any idea why that might be?
Well, the tournament's doing a great job of recruiting good players who love the game and been playing for a while. So that's awesome. You want to see the field expand with more great players. You want personalities. You want a little diversification of sports, celebrity or athletes, actors, influencers, celebrities, all the whole gamut. But just cool to see guys who and ladies who take it seriously enough to be in contention out here. So hopefully that field continues to grow as we get deeper into it.
I think it's great to see Austin Reeves and Alex Caruso and NBA guys. Obviously, the NBA on NBC is coming back this year, so you're obviously going to see Steph a ton on NBC, all over the place. But it's just nice to see basketball guys kind of get more involved in the tournament. Steph's going to be around a long time. Austin Caruso, they're good players. They're solid. Ray Allen's a good player. So it makes me happy as a veteran guy, NBA guy, to see the younger guys really kind of compete at the level they are, kind of take it serious, and they're all very, all worthy of obviously playing very good golf.
Right there.
Hi guys, how you doing? I'm Ishmael from Muslim Journal from Preston Sports Media, and I got questions about your foundation. Could you please explain it and your passion for it?
Yeah, me and my wife Aisha started the Eat, Learn, Play Foundation that we support and plant our flag in Oakland. Trying to support the next generation of kids, especially through the Oakland Unified School District, where they go to eat, learn, and play every single day. We focus on early childhood literacy, obviously healthy and accessible meals. We do a lot of play space and library refurbishments to make sure kids have age appropriate and culturally relevant books at their disposal. So we're trying to do a lot in our adoptive homes. We've been out in the Bay for almost 17 years now, and it's pretty crazy. Like a kid from the East Coast, North Carolina, coming out to the Bay and making that home, and being able to have a presence there and a chance to make the community better than how we found it.
Yeah, well, my wife and I started for kids a charity called Brightside in West Springfield, Massachusetts years ago, a long time. So trying to impact that area where I grew up, as well as supporting the V Foundation for Cancer Research. My coach, obviously in college, Coach Valvano, passed away way too soon, but obviously he's made a huge impact in the Shane Jacobson, the CEO, and everyone that's involved with the V Foundation do a tremendous job raising money, trying to find cures for cancer. So, as busy as all of us are, it just goes to show you the person that Steph is, him and his wife, his family, making the impact in the Bay Area. That's what it's all about. We have a platform, we're very fortunate, and Steph being a superstar that he is, to spend his time, his family, his money, everything else that people sometimes take for granted. It just kind of shows you the quality person he is, quality family he comes from, and that's what it's all about. At the end of the day, he's going to have to retire at some point. He's going to be a better golfer at that time, but he's going to continue to make an impact because that's where his heart's at, and that's what's most important. As I see these young players that have great foundation and great branding and the opportunity to play in the NBA and financially, what his dad was able to do in the league, and all the veteran guys and all the great players that played before us that gave us an opportunity to play at the highest level, where the NBA is right now. Guys like Steph make an impact on and off the court, and that's what makes me most impressive for the young guys.
Thank you. 28 pick Sacramento Kings, 1988.
There you go, long time.
Last question for you gentlemen, is you've both been here for many years. Tell me about the crowds. I mean, it looks like it's bigger and bigger every year. I mean, this is wild.
I feel like I'm a tape recorder. When you come out every year, it's like, this is the biggest crowd on a Wednesday. This is the biggest crowd I've ever seen on a Thursday. I'd say the same thing about today, Friday. Like, the energy is unbelievable from the time you put the tee in the ground on the range, you can feel it. So it's why this tournament's so special. We're out here trying to live our best golf dreams, and fans are creating memories with parents and their kids and multi-generational. You see it all. So it's awesome to see. Of course, you're playing hard too, which is making it interesting, and hopefully that continues over the weekend.
I mean, when I started here, I think it was like 27 years. I think I've played this league 27 years. I haven't played it like 6 years from coaching. I think when I started, there was like 2,500, 3,000 fans. And I mean, it's just the atmosphere, the enjoyment. I mean, what we feed off of, we're used to that. But I don't care how shooting a basketball is a little bit different. This environment, whether it's on 17 or whatever, you try to hit golf shots under pressure and having it good, be competitive as we are. I love it. I know he loves it. We love the competitiveness and challenging ourselves, and the crowd brings that. The volunteers. I mean, I can't say enough about the kind of just all the greenskeepers and everyone that's kind of put this course together. American Century's first class. NBC gets bigger and better. The events, and over the years, it's just great to see. For me, at this point, my stage, I used to be the young guy, now I'm one of the older guys. The relationships that I've been able to garner over the years, it's amazing, and just really blessed to be in this situation.
Thank you. Gentlemen, thank you for being here today. Great round, and good luck for the rest of the
Thank you.
team.